What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video, we got one of the biggest pickups I have ever had, and definitely the biggest pickup I've ever had on this channel, so let's get right into it, guys. Alright, so we got a big pickup in today. It's very big. If I was to have it in this little studio area right now, it wouldn't fit in the camera. The whole thing wouldn't fit in the camera. So we're actually going to go into the main room of my apartment and we're gonna show you exactly what's going down. So let's get right to it. Alright guys, so what we got going on here is my biggest pickup, like I said, and that is an Arcade 1-Up arcade cabinet. Now, obviously it's not clothing, but this is a huge pickup for me. I've always wanted to have an arcade cabinet in my place. Since I was a kid, I've always wanted that, and eventually I knew I was going to do it, but I did not know that I was going to be able to do it at this age so soon. So Arcade 1-Up is definitely the place to do it because they are way more affordable with Arcade 1-Up than doing it with different means of getting one, because these are a lot more compact. They're actually 3/4 scale, but you can buy a riser that actually makes them the more appropriate sizing, the stand-up height. This is actually a sit-down height, but I think I'm gonna buy the riser. We'll see. That'll be an update video, possibly, if you guys are interested. But yeah, I'm super excited to finally get this. I got the Marvel Superheroes one. I'm not a huge Marvel fan. I think I've said this in a video before when I picked up Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. But you can't go wrong with superheroes in general. That's always fun. It has 2 fighting games, and then we have a beat 'em up with the Punisher, so it's also very versatile. It just has a lot of content in this cabinet in general. I really wanted to get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one, but that one is $350, and I actually got this one on Black Friday for $250, so I felt like this was a solid steal. I've heard that the quality on this one is top notch, as is the Turtles one, but they're the 2 best ones apparently, and I would have loved to get the TMNT one, but it's also very big too. I didn't know, it's a 4-player cabinet, so I didn't know if I'd have enough room for that as well. Also, there are a lot of rumors out there that there's going to be an NBA Jam cabinet, and that's probably going to be a 4-player as well. So if that comes out, without a doubt, you already know I'm getting that without a doubt. So I couldn't have 2 4-player cabinets in the place. There's no way I have room for that, not even close. That one might not even be in this place. It might have to go to the old studio. But yeah, I wanted to do in this video, you're going to see a slow progression of me putting this together, and after that I'll let you know how the process went for me, and hopefully you can see the final product. Hopefully I get to that point. It's already pretty dang late in the day, so hopefully I finish it today. But yeah, let's get into making this, guys. I have no idea what's ahead of me with this. I only know that it's pretty easy to do, but I don't know what entails it, if I need to bring tools to the set or not. So we have finally finished the arcade cabinet. We'll actually turn it on right here as I am talking, and let me tell you, this was a bittersweet assembly process, should I say. Now, while I do think that this does not take a lot of time, I had a lot of issues. Basically, one thing that I had a big issue with, this top part right here, that actually you can't see what I'm talking about, but behind this, there's an angled part that I actually put backwards on, and I didn't think that there's like a serial number on that part, and that didn't really matter, but I put that one on backwards. I thought about switching it at one point while I was building it, but I decided against it and just continued on. But then, as stuff started to pile up, I had to connect cords to the main control battery, which is right behind this screen here, and I had to connect these speakers, which are in here. I had to connect a cord from that to the screen, and I did not see the cord. So what ended up happening actually is the cord was stuck up here, and there was no way of reaching from the back here to this screen to get that cord and put it into the screen. So basically I had pretty much everything put together, so I had to undo the screws on all of one panel here, all of one side panel, and then undo the screws on this because this part's connected. Then I had to undo some screws on some brackets which are connected to the screen here from the inside, just to rip off this whole side panel. Then I was able to reach in here, grab the cord, and bring it down. And then I had to put it all back together. I had to take off these front panels with the names of the titles on here as well. And I had to basically start from scratch. Then I put this panel back on, but I had to take the control deck out and this front panel, and then I put those all in organically in the same order as they were originally. And then I was able to finally do those last finishing steps of plugging the different cords in and then plugging it into the wall. And man, that was a huge pain in the ass, especially because I was following the directions, but it didn't really say much to that the cord was to be pulled down, like make sure that it was out from there. It didn't really do much of that. I know it's common sense, but at the same time, it didn't really make me aware that I wasn't going to be able to reach it later on. But nonetheless, I will say, after building this, I definitely, if you gave me another one to build tomorrow, I could build it probably in 20-30 minutes at most. It would be a very fast process from here on out. It was just little hiccups where I just miscommunication basically from the directions and the person building. Now having it built finally, I just gotta say guys, I just played it just a little bit before I started recording this part, and it's amazing guys. I'm not, like I said, I think I said this already, but I'm not a huge fan of Marvel. I like the superheroes and stuff like that. I've watched some of the movies, but I'm by no stretch of the imagination a die-hard Marvel fan by any means. Actually, my favorite superhero is actually Batman. But just playing these games with this awesome cabinet, with this awesome controls, this really nice screen, it's beautiful and it's so much fun. Fighting games in general with superheroes, I mean, you can't go wrong with that in general. Then we also have a beat 'em up with the Punisher on here to give some versatility, and gosh, it's just so amazing, guys. I'm so happy with this purchase. I was a little worried because, like I said, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. I do like them, but not like a ton, so I'm not super familiar with all the games on here or anything like that. So I was kind of hesitant on it. I knew it was a good deal because I heard this is one of the best quality ones that Arcade1Up has made so far, this and the Turtles one, and I ended up loving this a lot, honestly. Like I said, I haven't played it that much yet, but I can already tell that this is going to be a hit for me. I've been playing a ton. I can already tell because the games on here are just like, you can have endless hours of fun with fighting games in general. And to have 3 games on here, the quality of this being just top notch, and the presentation, and it just looks awesome. It looks so sweet to have in your apartment, in your man cave, in your house, wherever you may put it. And yeah, it's very compact, but it's very substantial at the same time, so I really appreciate that as well. But that's pretty much going to conclude the video, guys. I know this is very random, but I have been eyeing these Arcade 1-Up arcade cabinets for a very long time. You have no idea. Right when they announced that Arcade 1-Up was a thing and they were starting to come out with ones like Pac-Man and Galaga, I had my eyes on these for a long time, waiting for some prices to go down and for a substantial game to come out. And I will say, I definitely would love to get a ton more of these. I don't know if I can get any more though, because there really isn't room in this tiny apartment for these. But I would love to. That's pretty much going to conclude the video, guys, though. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf wang, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, guys, and I'm out, guys. Peace.